Hey guys, this is Nick here, and I just wanted to do a quick little review on the game mod called DayZ. The mod features a 225 square kilometer map called Chinaris. The mod runs off a game called Alma 2. Alma 2 is a very realistic game. Since the mod is run off the game, it also has these features. If you look on the interface on the bottom right, you can see that the game has multiple gauges. Starting on the top, there's a hearing gauge and an eyesight gauge. These show whether or not you can be detected by zombies or not. Also on the bottom right, you can see 4 more gauges. The first one is for temperature. In this game, you must always maintain your temperature gauge or you will eventually start to shiver and inevitably die. Below that is the water gauge. You must always stay hydrated in this game or you will also die. Right below the water bottle, there is a little drop icon that shows how much blood you have. This is a very important one, and you must monitor it at all times, because if you are hit by a zombie, you may start bleeding and you could die. If you start bleeding out, you will have to bandage yourself, and you can lose your vision and die. You can also check your blood on the debug monitor, and you can see the blood. Right now you can see my blood is about 10,000. Eventually, if you start losing too much blood, your vision will fade, and if you get hit by a zombie, you can also start passing out. Under the blood icon, there's the last one, which is the food. You must, just like water, you must also eat food, otherwise you'll just die as well. All these icons make the game seem more realistic, just like in real life. I mean, you gotta eat, you gotta have your blood, you gotta stay warm, you gotta drink water. And also with the icons, sometimes if you get hit by a zombie, you can start shaking, and you must take some of these painkillers. Or if you sometimes you can get hit by a zombie and you can break your leg, so you must have like a morphine auto injector to fix your leg, or to bring your blood back up you must use a blood bag or painkillers to relieve your pain. One of the things that kind of isn't too great about the game is the gear, your gear inventory kind of thing. It's kind of confusing to use at first. When I first started using it, I didn't really get it, but here's kind of like your main weapon, some of your supplies, you got your backpack, your sidearm, and your tools. Also, another thing included in the game is vehicles. Vehicles, they're kind of rare to find usually in this game. You don't find them too often, but when you do, they're usually broken down, and you have to fix them up like you would in real life. If they're broken, you gotta put your engine parts, fuel tank parts, gasoline, all that other kind of stuff. Also adding on to the realistics of the game is the day-night cycle. The day-night cycle is a 24-hour cycle, and at night, it's just as hard to see at night as it is in real life. Sometimes at night it gets extremely dark and you can't even see in front of you, but luckily the in-game they have added flashlights and stuff so you can see when you spawn in, but the game is pretty hard to see at night, but it's just kind of cool because it makes it really realistic and it makes the game unique from others. So that's just a little overall review of the game. A couple reasons why you might want to buy this game is because it's an extremely realistic zombie survival game. Usually, there's not very many of games quite like this. Like you see the Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Zombies or something. This is more like a realistic survival game. There's not really any kind of games like this. So if you're into that sort of zombie survival kind of stuff, I would highly recommend this game to you. You can buy the game through Steam, and you just have to buy the Arma 2 Combined Operations. then you can go to the website DayZ.com and you can just download the mod there, and it will download an installer and you can play the game. The game overall is pretty realistic, and I think it's pretty fun. Although it's still in an alpha version and it's still really glitchy, it's still pretty fun. It's a really original game, and although sometimes it has its downsides when the zombies glitch out and kill you or something like that, or the game just sometimes when the patches come out they're extremely glitchy to play, it's still a really fun, addicting game. So if you like those first-person shooter zombie survival games that are really realistic, I would highly recommend this game. Please like, rate, and subscribe if you like my video, and feel free to check out my channel. Thanks.